Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the LEGO Hero Factory combiner mode of Breez 2.0 and Stormer 2.0. This combiner mode was part of the second release of the LEGO Hero Factory figure sets that were first available in early 2011. Now, one of the features of LEGO and LEGO Hero Factory is that you're not restricted to constructing a Hero Factory figure as featured in one of these sets. The nature of LEGO and LEGO Hero Factory is interchangeability, so you can actually create your own mocks or my own creations, or you can combine parts and pieces to create a combiner mode. And we're going to take a look at the combiner mode of these two particular models, and it's actually showcased on the back of these Hero Factory sets, in that you have a Breez 2.0 and a Stormer 2.0, and you're able to build, using parts from both sets, a combiner mode of the two figures. Now, originally, I believe the assembly instructions were not available, and most folks had to construct the combiner mode from the visual here, and that's all they were be able to use. And later on, LEGO was able to post PDF documents of assembly instructions for combiner modes, and I was able to find a PDF combiner mode for Breez and Stormer. And I'll post a link to this particular combiner mode in the description down below. And we'll be right back and have the contents of both of these sets out of their packaging, just to showcase the parts needed to construct this combiner mode. Okay, we're back, and we have the contents of both sets here out of the packaging. And on the left we have Breez 2.0. and on the right we have Stormer 2.0. And Breez 2.0 is a primarily green color themed, and Stormer is primarily white. And we're going to take pieces from both sets to create a combiner mode of the two. Now, I'm not sure if all of the pieces are utilized in creating the combiner mode, but I'm going to guess that not all, most, but not all pieces will be used. And just to take a look at some of the pieces in both sets, we have some unique pieces here from Breez, some standard pieces like a foot, but in green, a chest piece, and you got some face pieces here, or masks on there, and of course you got the skeletal parts as well. And for Stormer 2.0 we have some tubing here, and unique accessory piece there, and some standard pieces that are color themed for Stormer, such as these, and some more unique pieces there, and again the skeletal pieces. And we're going to go ahead and refer to the online PDF to be able to put these two together, and we'll be back with an assembled combiner mode. Okay, we have the combiner mode of Breez and Stormer put together, and as you can see here on the right, there are a few extra pieces here, quite a few actually. We still have a skeletal body part and limbs here left over. We have some armor pieces from both sets right there. It looks like a one of each type of hand, and looks like Stormer's head piece and one minor piece. So those will go into my piece bin there, but we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at the combined mode here, and it's actually pretty decent, not too bad. Uses a combination of white and green there from both of the individual figures, and the color scheme actually meshes well together. It doesn't look too garish or anything like that. The white and green actually complement each other, I think. And there's also hints of blue from Stormer, like his hero piece there, and some cables and some missile type accessories, and then there's the orange from Breez, like the spikes, the core, and the head piece there. Overall, pretty decent pieces here, but a fault that's really common with most of the stock Hero Factory builds, the back of the figure is left exposed there. It's something I wish Lego would rectify by adding some pieces in the back to fill it out. There is the shoulder pieces that do cover a little bit, but overall the back area is pretty bare, and you can actually see the skeletal build of the figure exposed there, which is unfortunate. But overall, from the front, it's pretty decent. I do have to mention one particular piece that actually is a little bit different from what is depicted on the back of the canisters. Let me show the canister here of the Breez and Stormer combo build. There is one accessory piece that the combo build here is wielding, part of the blaster it looks like. That is actually not included on either set in this picture. I think this may have been a prototype at the time, but this long piece here that the combiner is holding is not included. But in the build instructions that I found online, they do use a substitute, a piece that was included with Breez, and it's this blade-like weapon here with the saw at the end. So they use that as a substitute. So that is one difference between the picture on the back of the canister and the actual build itself. So, but everything else is pretty much what's represented in the picture. And starting off, we have the head area here, which is primarily Stormer's headgear there. But of course, you have the head within that belongs to Breez. And you can also see that this combo build has some shoulder-mounted, I guess, weaponry accessories, which do move up and down, which is pretty cool. And to a limited extent, these pieces on top of it actually move as well. So you do have some range of motion with these shoulder weapons. And it adds a little bit of bulk to the figure, and it's actually quite neat. Moving down here, we have pretty much the torso armor for both figures, but the primary one here is Breez, of course, in green. Within it is the silver inner torso armor from Stormer. You could have used Breez's darker gray piece, I guess. It was kind of hard to tell in the build instructions whether it was Breez's or Stormer's, but either one would have done. I just added Stormer's in there to contribute, to have his contribution to the torso part. And here on the arms, you have primarily Breez with the green there. And you have a weapon accessory. You can see Stormer's piece here, and then you have both figures pieces to end up for the jaws of this claw, I guess hand armor or accessory part. And you can also see the hero core for Stormer attached to that, so that's pretty neat. Unfortunately, these claws are fixed into place. They do not open or close, just due to the nature of the articulation point that's put together on there, so it does not articulate, unfortunately. So would have been cool to add a piece here or there to be able to move that claw open and close, but there is none. On the other arm, you have that piece I showed earlier, and it's actually hooked up through a hose. It goes into the back of the figure there, which is pretty interesting. The length of the hose is a little bit shorter than I like. It does restrict movement a little bit due to the length of the hose, so you are kind of restricted on some areas of movement where it stretches out. So, but still a pretty neat effect to have some sort of conduit of power going into the accessory here. Now I do have to mention that because of this particular piece that was used, it does run into the armor piece here on the arm. So if that piece in the picture was used instead, I don't think the restriction of movement would have been there. But for this piece, it does restrict movement due to the the accessory piece running into the armor piece there. So moving down here, we have basically leggings and armor pieces for both Stormer and Breez. Interesting in the leg here, it's actually triple jointed figure, a triple pieced figure I should say, that adds 3 pieces to the leg on each figure to make it both taller and I guess hyper articulated. You really can bend it in 2 separate points at the knee, so which is pretty interesting. So you have 3-piece leg there, and you do have to play with it a little bit because a lot of the times it'll skew the leg inward or outward just due to the joint like that. So you have to just be careful of that so you get it pretty much in a straight pose, so it doesn't look awkward or anything like that. And the feet are just standard Stormer's feet there, so no mix of the 2 sets. So pretty decent, nice combo mode overall, other than the exposed areas in the back, but that's typical of Hero Factory. And I really like the look of this, especially the colors. They do mesh well together. It doesn't look like it was jury rigged together and doesn't look awkward in color scheme. So pretty decent combo mode. This is my casual peek into the LEGO Hero Factory combo mode of Breez 2.0 and Stormer 2.0. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.